Welcome to Madden 23. I know I haven't posted in a long time, but it was for a reason. I never really got a chance to keep the Seattle franchise going, so I'm sorry about that. But I really wanted to wait until Madden 23 to come out before I made another franchise. I just wasn't feeling the Seattle one. And, I didn't feel like just doing a whole bunch of work just to switch to another game in like 2 months or whatever it was. Plus, I've been really busy, so I'm ready now to play again. And boy, is it interesting, because I mulled over the topic all day today about which team I wanted to rebuild. And I settled on a team that's very, very interesting. They're a team that's not very good. They've been through the ringer, I guess you could say. And they're a team with a lot of draft capital. And because of that, I will be choosing the Houston Texans. They are not a very good team. They're not like amazingly horrible. For me, it was between the Bears and the Texans, and I've played a lot of NFC teams, and I figured, why not have this crazy competition in the AFC where it's going to be tough. The AFC West, the AFC South, it's not as competitive, but it's definitely, you got the Colts and the Titans who are good teams. The East is really tough, and obviously the North has got a monster over there, a couple of them. So I think that Houston is going to be really fun. I'm going to be playing as coach, and let's get down in there. Check out the roster. All right, first things first is creating a coach. So from previous, I think I'll use Pat Hobbs, because we didn't get to see a whole lot of Pat Hobbs, but I feel like he would have been like a Hall of Fame receiver, and it's someone that we know, so it just makes sense. So Pat Hobbs is going to be our franchise coach, which means he's probably going to be more on the wide receiver. He wasn't heavy; he was kind of muscular. Yeah. I think that looks like Pat Hobbs. I think that. All right, Pat gained some weight in the offseason. Okay, so playbook doesn't really matter. It's not important, because we're going to get some coordinators in here, and they're going to be the reason for playbooks and stuff. So let's get to the roster now with this out of the way. One more thing before we get into the roster. I know I'm rattling on here. Progressive fatigue will be off. Don't know if it still works or not, but it's just rule of thumb for me now with Madden franchises and stuff. I just turn it off. Nothing's proved to me that it works yet, so I'm not gonna fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And then minimum roster size is gonna be off. There will be development trait regression, but I am gonna have maxed out stuff here to make it interesting. We are horrible. 75 overall total as a team. Not good. Let's take a look at the lineup. This is my first time seeing the Houston Texans. This game just came out today, so first time seeing Houston's lineup, and already I'm interested. Davis Mills has star dev. What an interesting tidbit. I know he has the potential. Jesus, that neck. Holy crap. Okay. He's interesting. His arm talent's not really there. He's kind of an okay athlete. Like, this is the true field gem. We'll see about Davis Mills. We're definitely going to give him a chance this year. We're not going out and making some crazy trade for a quarterback or anything like that. I think Davis Mills has earned himself a shot this year. And if the quarterback class next year isn't like that good, or we're not in a position really to get a quarterback, he very well could be the long-term starter for this team. Looking across, I mean, Brandon Cooks, Mr. Consistent, one of the best receivers in football, I think. He's a true number one, even though he's kind of small. Really good deep threat, really good deep speed. He puts up 1,000 yards like every year, dude. He's really good, and this is a guy I want to build around, and I think the Texans also want to build around him. I like Nico Collins for the future. Biggest one here is John Mechie. Really sad story, man. He has leukemia right now, apparently. Really sad for him right now, but I'm hoping he pulls through. He's a great person, great dude, from what I can hear. So it's an unfortunate situation right now. I hope he can play next year as well. Like, obviously, first things first, make sure he's healthy and back to himself. But he was really fun to watch at Alabama, so I'm pulling for him. The guy I'm really interested in, he'll probably end up being my number 2 or 3, with Mechie probably playing the slot role. I think Nico is a big guy. He can win the jump ball. Not as amazing of a route runner. His release isn't amazing, but like, he has potential to develop, and he's got some decent speed for his size, man. 6'4" to 90 speed's pretty good. I think when it comes to scheme, first of all, Laramie Tunsil, one of the best pass protectors in football. He's really good when he's healthy. The asterisk is when he's healthy. He's definitely someone I want to build around, but got to keep him healthy. The interesting thing here is that what I'm noticing is that the Texans are really kind of built to be like a power run scheme, like a gap scheme team, and that hinges a lot on Kenyon Green, their first round pick. He is the 15th pick or the 16th pick, somewhere around there, 14th pick maybe. He is awesome. I love Kenyon Green. This guy I want to build around for a long time. He's 21 years old, really strong, just road grader in the run game, dude. He made Isaiah Spiller look really, really good. And not to say Isaiah Spiller's not a good player, but dude, Kenyon Green made him look amazing at A&M. So, just awesome player to build around. I love Kenyon Green. He can play tackle too. I think I'm going to keep him at guard, but he can play tackle. Looking like across the rest of the O-line, Britt looks like a solid starter. Definitely want to upgrade here. He's all right. Not a guy that you're like, oh man, that sucks, but definitely a guy you probably want to replace eventually. You've got AJ Kahn, another guy, just solid guard, very good run blocker. Not a good athlete, but, you know, that's not what we're looking for. We're not throwing a million screens. I think we're going to try to find a scheme that fits the power run game that this offensive line looks like it's built around. Titus Howard, jury's still out on him. They actually picked up his 5th-year option, so they like him. The pass block finesse is not horrible, so he can actually pass protect a little bit, and he's not a horrible blocker or run blocker either. So, you know, he's not amazing, but he's not like the worst right tackle in the league. So there's that. Hopefully he can develop a little bit. He still is decently young at 26 years old, so we'll see if he can develop. I might consider starting Max Sharping. He is only 26, and he is not that much worse than AJ Kahn. So maybe some development there in Max Sharping. We'll see if Kahn struggles. Janovich. I didn't even know Janovich came. Really good fullback. Tight end is very thin. Really nothing there. Brevin Jordan I liked coming out of Miami. Thought he's a really good athlete with some, you know, upside. He's a pass catcher. Still like him. I think he can develop into a decent tight end, but I think he's more of a tight end too. You know, more of a red zone threat, maybe a gadgety like H-back type. He'll be a good chain mover year one, and we'll see to upgrade him or on him after this year, or maybe down the line. Honestly, that really fits the offense, all but the running back position here. So Marlon Mack, He got a huge rating drop. I like Marlon Mack. He's actually decent. He's a decent running back. He had a really good year with Indy in 2019, but he tore his Achilles week 1 and they drafted Jonathan Taylor, and Taylor just stole the job from Marlon Mack. So tough for Marlon. I think another interesting part here is that Dameon Pierce is on this roster. Dameon Pierce is really fun. He's a really fun player. They actually have his speed really low. Did not anticipate that, but he is a bowling ball of a running back. He's going to be really fun to use. Well, use with asterisks. Big power back guy. I want to get the ball a lot. We'll see about splitting carries between him and Marlon Mack. They're both going to be explosive players. Not a whole lot of speed, but just a lot of like chain-moving power running backs. And you got Rex Burkhead, who's a good receiving back. Not much else to his game. Kind of slow. So, running back room's not dynamic, but you got some interesting pieces. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the offense. I didn't mention Philip Dorsett or Chris Conley. Don't think there's really much we'll be mentioning about. Dorsett's kind of just a speed guy at this point, and Conley's decent route runner. He's pretty good with the Chiefs. I don't know how good he is right now, but we'll see. It's probably going to be Collins and Mechie for week 1 starters. Onto the defense. You've got really good draft pick here. Jalen Petrie. He is lightning in a bottle. Really good coverage guy. Honestly, I thought he'd hit a little harder. I would say probably be higher. He's actually rated pretty low, but he's got really good dev. Going to be a really good man safety. I thought he was going to play strong safety also. With the dev trait, it's going to help. He's a good player. This defense needs some work, for sure. Ron Jerry Hughes, he's a good pass rusher. Jonathan Grenard ascended last year. Really solid players. A couple good edge rushers. Not a lot to note here. Murray is probably going to get replaced. Des King's a good nickel. Steven Nelson's a solid corner. Big one here is going to be first round, number 3 overall pick, Derek Stingley Jr. He's going to be awesome, dude. This is going to be fun to build around Derek Stingley. Really good ball skills. He was so good at LSU. Just ultra talented player. Dealt with some injuries and some effort issues later down the line, but he still ended up being the first corner off the board. Just shows how talented he was his freshman year. What else? Christian Kirksey's okay, just kind of a tackler. Kamei J. Hill had a decent season for Houston last year. Nothing more than just a solid depth piece, though. Blake Cashman, I didn't even know he was on the Texans, to be honest. I don't know if he got traded from the Jets or what, but Cashman, really athletic linebacker. He's got some upside, man. This is a guy that I definitely want to get to see the field a little bit because he is definitely gifted, but we need to upgrade this linebacking room in the worst way. This defense needs work. The Deshaun Watson trade allows us to get a lot of young players in the building. Oh, I didn't even freaking talk about Kendall Sheffield, man. Really good athlete at corner, man. Really good athlete, really fast, good coverage guy. I kind of like him as a nickel. We could move one of these talented corners back to safety because we actually, for once, have a really solid corner room. Des King could play strong safety. He has experience. Tavierre Thomas played really well last year. Really good athlete. Let's see. His block shed isn't great. Hoping to get a guy who can absolutely thump in the run game. But yeah, we could see Tavierre Thomas starting in the slot. And maybe Des King going to strong safety. We'll see. I know Des King has experience. So Steven Nelson's a good corner. Not an amazing corner. Derek Stingley's the future. That's the number 1 guy. And Sheffield's definitely an interesting player. Good special teamer at the very least. Roy Lopez played really well last year. Ross Blacklock's a former second-round pick. And Thomas Booker, my guy. Pretty young, actually, but he was a really good athlete coming out of Stanford. I liked him. Freaking rocket scientist of a mind. He is super smart. And, you know, I think he's rated a little low. Tough. But I like him coming out. Really good athlete. Roy Lopez, obviously good in run defense. Malik Collins, it's kind of eh. I would like to upgrade this defense tackle room. Ross Blacklock needs to take a step. And to be honest, like, that's it. There's really nothing here on the defense. I know Wallow had a lot of tackles as a rookie. But yeah, this is a brutal defense that needs some upgrades in the worst way. I guess finally we can talk about Jonathan Grenard because he did have a really good season last year out of Florida. From a third-round pick, I want to say. Not an amazing athlete, but really refined. Like, he really refined his game. He's a good rusher. He can bring some pressure. I think he's an ideal 2. They need that alpha rusher. And I think Jerry Hughes. Brian Addison's not really going to be that guy, but Jerry Hughes can be that guy for now. To hopefully give us some wins year 1, but maybe we're not looking for wins year 1. Interesting thought. Food for thought there. We're going to put Derek Stingley at number 1. But that is the roster. If you have a message, I'll be seeing that message as soon as I manage the staff a little bit here. So, franchise staff. We lose 50-14 to the Saints, by the way. That's a yikes. So you got Pat Hobbs, and then you got Ed Green, Albert Torres. So trench play, space defenders, QB Hunter. Practice speaks perfect. I think we're going to fire Ed Green, and we're just going to take a look at a new OC. Who's on the market here for offensive coordinator? So you got. I'm looking for an offensive scheme, like a playbook that really could be fun for like the power run game. Detroit's not horrible. Okay, so we really don't have a lot of off. You know, Jamie Rodriguez actually makes sense. A little bit sense here. They run Josh McDaniels' West Coast power run scheme, so you're going to see a lot of gap. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. I think we'll do it. I think we'll hire Jamie Rodriguez here. I think he's interesting, definitely. And then you got Albert Torres. What does he do? He's a 3-4 disguise. I don't think that fits our scheme at all, so I want to find a 4-3 guy. Again, the coordinators are slim pickings right now. Sammy Rios. I mean, they get a lot of pressure, but they don't have a lot of really dominant pass rushers. I don't know if Buffalo is really my big one. Scott Anderson from the Sean McVay school. Kind of a 3-4 guy, though. Ooh, 3-4 strong for Jackson. Again, I'm not looking for 3-4 though. Looks like my only option really is a 4-3 quarter scheme from Sammy Rios. Kind of run that Vic Fangio quarters set. I just don't know if I like the defensive line. Like, it's fine. We'll be all right. But Sammy Rios will be our defensive coordinator. He's going to run the Buffalo scheme, and Jamie Rodriguez is going to run Josh McDaniels' gap run scheme. Going to be a lot of screens to our running backs, so let's hope they can make people miss. We have 61 points, so let's see if we want to put some points into something before week 1, and I think Secret Remedy will be a very useful one there to stop possible injuries. X Factor on, I want that for both. And injury rate for defense players, we want that down. Same for offensive players. So that's what our points will go to week 1. It's just try to reduce the injuries, make sure our starters are playing. Now let's see what our player has to say. All right, we took Kenyon Green in the first round. Think he'd be a big piece up front for years. A little rub. We're hoping you can help him out. Okay. I want him to. Wow, AJ Conn's helping him out. I want him to run block, and I think run block power is a big one. Yeah, run block power definitely is something I like. Thank you, AJ Con. You're a beast. Let's go. Let's advance preseason week. Okay, so we have a couple of other things here. As we beat the Rams in the preseason game, doesn't matter that much, but something to note. Chris Conley. Coach, I know you're frustrated with Nico Collins. Dude, you couldn't hang on to anything last game, but don't give up on him yet. I think it will help. He's really good. Is there any specific area you want him to improve in? Yeah, I want him to get open early and often. So usually with these, what I'll do is I'll go short routes because it'll help his release and short route running, and then I upgrade his deep threat so that he goes with long routes, medium routes, and release helps kind of his overall game. So if he can run the short route, he'll be a good red zone threat at the very least early. So we're gonna go short route. Nico there. Mentorship from Chris Conley. Love to see that. Improve another rookie. I believe it's going to be Kenyon Green. It's always fun seeing a rookie play their first few games at the pro level. He's picking things up quick, but I think he has room to grow. I agree. Keep working with him. Make sure he's ready for the regular season. We need him to be as good as he can be when the game really matters. All right. Let's go. Let's go. What a beast. Love me some AJ Con, man. He's killing it right now. All right, let's advance to the end of the preseason and start with final. All right, we have 21 players we have to cut, and we have the final thing here for Kenyon Green. Let's take a look. I continue to work with Kenyon Green, help him with the game. He's coming along nicely for a rookie. Good to see. Happy to hear it, and I really appreciate the time you've taken to help the kid out. Not every team has guys like you willing to help out the younger players. 2,500 XP, let's go. Kenyon Green getting some burn early. We love to see that. He is a young guy. Okay, 21 players to cut. This is gonna be the part that's gonna be tough. We gotta find some guys that we don't exactly like. I think the long snapper can go. I know, it's tough. Sorry, John Weeks, the 36-year-old long snapper. It's time to cut you. It's just not a useful position in Madden. We're going to look at QB. We have 3. We have Kyle Allen, Jeff Driscoll. Didn't Driscoll, move to tight end? I like Kyle Allen as a backup. We do not need to keep 3 on the roster, and I like the roster spot for maybe a younger guy, so Jeff Driscoll will be cut. And he had a decent preseason game 2 days ago, but at running back, you got Jet Anderson, kind of a slower guy, young guy though. Daria Ogunbowale, just not a lot of speed, man. Really, there's no speed on this roster when it comes to running back. Are we going to cut Rex Burkhead? That's the question. We'd free up some cap space too. So, I think if we're going to cut anybody, I think Jet Anderson can go on the practice squad, and Daria Ogunbowale will be heading out the door and into free agency. And we can stick with these 4 running backs here with Marlon Mack, Dameon Pierce, Rex Burkhead, and Royce Freeman. Wide receivers is going to be interesting. Jalen Camp had a really, really good preseason, so someone to watch out for is possibly making the roster. Davion Davis, we're going to cut. Just not fast enough, not good enough separator. Chad Beebe, same thing. Chris Moore's actually, he had a really good resurgence. So it's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So unless I have a super talented receiving core, I usually only keep 6. So if Jalen Camp's going to make the roster, he's got to make the roster over some other guys. Guys like Chris Conley, guys like John Mechie, guys like Philip Dorsett. Well, he's not Mechie. Dorsett could be interesting. Didn't even think about him as a possible starter. He's just not a good enough route runner, man. But he's good after the catch, really good after the catch, actually. Dorsett's interesting. I think he's probably just going to be my 4. I'm not going to keep 7 receivers this year. So if I'm going to cut anybody, it might be Chris Moore. He had a really good year, but he's just so old and he has nowhere to really go when it comes to upward trajectory as a receiver. Well, Jalen Camp has some serious upside, man, as a kind of jump ball receiver. So I think Chris Moore is going to be the one who's cut, and we'll keep Jalen Camp as our 6th receiver. So an okay receiving core, not an amazing one. John Mechie will start in the slot. We'll probably have Nico start as an outside guy. Tight end, interesting room, but not good move. Pharaoh Brown, big guy, makes a crazy catch like every year. Daryl Daniels is a good athlete, man. Yeah, Tegan Quatoriano, for sure he's kind of a blocking guy. Anthony Eclair, I can tell you for free that he is not going to make this roster, especially with the cap space that we opened up and cutting him. If I always keep 4 tight ends, we'll keep 4 tight ends this year. It's a fine room. Quatoriano will get hopefully some development because he is not good right now. Daryl Daniels is interesting because he's a good athlete and he's actually a decent blocker. Pharaoh Brown's big, and Brevin Jordan is just the whole package. Tackle, you got a couple guys. I like Charlie Heck, so I think Cedric Agupual. No, I'm not even gonna try. Fuck it. He frees up a little bit of cap space as well. 900,000 for me there. Justin McCray, we have Kenny Green. I guess he's injured. So McCray is a backup. We could cut him. We'll see. Quessenberry is and Jimmy Morrissey, I actually liked him for the Raiders, as I am a Raiders fan. So with my Raiders bias, we're going to be cutting Quessenberry and keeping Jimmy Morrissey, who I thought was a good pickup. He started some games for the Texans last year. Right guard, you got Sharping and AJ Kahn. Totally fine with that. Austin Deculus, the rookie, and Titus Howard. So we'll keep that room as well. So the O-line room is set. This D-end room is going to be interesting. Derek Rivers is a good athlete. Mario Addison, just no. We are gonna lose a little cap space by cutting him, but he's 34 years old. He's not even good. Like if he was good, then maybe, but no. Agbania Okoronkwo, interesting player. Definitely gonna keep an eye out for him. Jerry Hughes actually has the ability to start at 34, so we're gonna keep him around. Sad to break up Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes duo, but it's just got to be done. Derek Rivers might get cut. We'll see. He'll be that fringe guy as we go through this roster. Damone Harris, big guy, pretty fast. Rasheem Green's interesting. I actually like Rasheem Green, so we're going to keep him around as backup. Jordan Jenkins is actually like kind of interesting, so I think Damone Harris is the outside guy looking in. Cut him. A defensive tackle. I like the room, honestly. Like this is a fine room. Blacklock more of the pass rusher. Roy Lopez has some run defending skills, and Willie Collins Booker is going to make it because I got bias. We still have 9 players we have to cut. KPL is probably gone. He's a good athlete, but I think Garrett Wallow is also a good athlete, and they're pretty similar players. I think actually Wallow's a better athlete, so more upside there with Garrett Wallow. He's a lot younger, and we can free up some cap space by cutting KPL. So, yeah, Jalen Reeves, Maven. We'll see who starts between the two. Middle linebacker, a couple players. I totally forgot to talk about Christian Harris. I loved this pick. He's actually going to most likely start at middle linebacker for me. Really good man coverage backer. Like, looks like a safety a little bit, really fast, really athletic, but yeah, Christian Harris can be awesome. I totally forgot about Christian Harris. Kirksey is just your typical middle linebacker. In fact, I might move him to left outside linebacker because we really got no starters over there. Christian Harris is like an easy starter. So we'll see. For outside linebacker, Neville Hewitt is he a pass rusher? He's a pass rusher. Oh, that's right. We can start cashing it with this linebacker because we got Kame Rouge Hill. I'm actually going to keep Kame Rouge Hill. I like him. He's a decent player for sure. Definitely upgradable, but not horrible. We're going to cut Neville Hewitt. At corner, a couple players here. A lot of corners on this roster. You got Steven Nelson, who's very solid. Definitely got a roster spot secure. Des King's also very solid. Derek Stingley, very good young player. Javier Thomas had a really good year last year. Fabian Moreau might be a trade candidate, really good athlete, but if you were to ask me who I would want over Kendall Sheffield and Fabian Moreau, I'll take Kendall Sheffield. Yadam is, I can tell you this for free, Yadam is not going to make the roster. Some good players here, man. MJ Stewart and Tremont Smith. Tremont Smith will be cut. And then I usually keep 5 corners on the roster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might just keep 6 this year. So MJ Stewart is gone, even though he's good in coverage. So, yeah. We'll keep 6 this year, but usually I keep 5. Fabian Morrell might get traded anyway. Free safety, a couple of really bad players. Jonathan Owens is okay. Terrence Brooks is okay. To be honest, I'd probably like Owens over Brooks here. Brooks a little better in coverage, but it's not so palpable. Like Owens has more athleticism and is younger, while Brooks is just a slightly better coverage player. So we're going to cut Terrence Brooks here. At strong safety, Grayland Arnold. Never heard of him. But, you know, looks like a decent young player. Maybe practice squad? We'll see. Cammy Fairbairn's an okay kicker. Definitely want to upgrade, but Cameron Johnson. All right, so we have 3 players that we got to figure out what to do with. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is Jalen Reeves-Maybin, I think I'm going to cut. It's going to be a surprise cut. Oh, wow, that's a lot of money I'm going to lose, though. Hold on. Let me see what Jalen Reeves-Maybin is all about. He's got an upgrade point. Looks like he could be a good backup. We're paying him a lot of money, though. I mean, he's all right. He's good main coverage. Wow, 69 main coverage for almost a safety, pretty much. But, let's get the easy ones out the way first. So, Derek Rivers is gone. He will be cut. And at right end, I think Jordan Jenkins is going to get cut too, as we save a lot of cap space by cutting him as well. So, we need one more cut to make the final roster. And I think that final cut will be Tay Davis here at middle linebacker. And we're going to keep Christian Kirksey at middle linebacker, but Christian Harris is going to start. So Tay Davis, sorry, you're gone, and we have our 53. We trimmed down some of the fat on this roster. So before the game, let's do some stuff here. Let's set the season goal. I got to set my depth chart as well. 4 wins, totally fine with that as being our goal, because this is not a good team at all. At all. It's a horrible team. But, you know, we're going to be probably vying for the #1 overall pick. It's going to be interesting to see. Let's choose our draft. We're going to go auto-generated rookies, and we're going to take a look here. Just a quick glance. Probably next episode we'll do some in-depth looking, but if you look at the top 10 there, quarterback is one of them out of Virginia. You got a Penn State receiver, Marcus Gibson, two quarterbacks actually up there. Jeff Butler. You got a couple corners. Looks like outside linebackers, lefty ends, so, and tackle. So, you know, interesting for sure. Let's look at opening day keys. All right. It's opening day this week and a fresh start for every team around the league. You'll be facing the Colts. We're going to hope for dominating offense, but we're not going to dominate, I don't think. Ideally, we establish a rhythm on offense, dictate the flow of the game, and get a big enough lead to make their offense one-dimensional. Okay. Obviously, every offense wants to be balanced. We're going to go running game. We're going to hope to run the ball well. We want to pound the rock. Solid run games can lead the opponent's possessions in the longer run offense, less time they have to score. So, we need to rush for 150 yards on the ground. I'm hoping that Marlon Mack and Dameon Pierce can do some stuff here. One last thing before anything, let's set depth chart and maybe auto subs. All right, we have our roster set up. Let's get into the game. lag spikes, but it's going to be overall a lot smoother than it was when I first played. As I can use. So already one more play, and he gets a dev trait, or I guess an XP boost. Matt Ryan, pressure from Grenard. He fires it deep, and QT's got it! Touchdown! Maybe they'll show me a better angle. Yeah, Kiki QT just snags it. Good catch by QT. Short drop. And a quick fire outside. It's Brevin Jordan. I can already see it getting a little better. Here's Davis Mills in the gun, 3rd and 1. We have motion for Dorsett, and it won't go to him. Another fake handoff, and a hand it here to Mack, and he'll easily convert. He'll get 9 there. Mills outside, Brevin Jordan, or no, that's Farrell Brown, who makes a move, breaks a tackle. Farrell Brown down the sideline, breaking all kinds of tackles down here. Mills looking to throw. Has time, good protection, although the protection breaks down. Mills is going down. Looking. Here comes pressure. He fires, he's got it. Pittman breaking tackles. Pittman down to the 39. Good throw and a good play to start the day for Matt. Well, he's already kind of started the day. Matt Ryan has been very, very good. Precise, 5'5", 77 yards and a touchdown so far. Here comes the blitz. He escapes. Here comes Des King and Cashman. Cashman, he keeps on dropping back, and Blake Cashman will get the sack. Good stuff there. Ryan. Good protection, really good protection. No pressure at all, but no one's getting open. He is going down, Ross Blacklock. Or is that Malik Collins? Malik Collins and Jonathan Grenard combined for the sack. So here's Mills in the gun, looking to throw. Gun it quick to Philip Dorsett. He'll make a move and gain 4. Takes the shotgun snap. Standing tall, fires it over the middle. And a 4 to Jordan. Mills with time. Pressure's coming. And DeForest Buckner got basically a free rush inside. Time for Matt Ryan. He fires to the sideline. It is caught by Michael Pittman. What a catch. Oh, he goes high for it. Motion Pittman. Or I guess that's QT, and he'll get the ball. Kiki QT's got excellent speed. He makes a move. Gets a block. QT still going. To the 25-yard line. They'll call it the 24. Kiki QT, an excellent toss sweep to Kinks. The game is slowly getting faster, but it's not quick enough, I don't think. Ryan with the play action. He's going to go to the end zone, or at least close to it. He's got it over the middle into the hands of Ashton Doolin. But a TFL for Jalen Pitre. Outside run, really good blocking. Taylor able to accelerate. Ryan, quick throw, quick slant, touchdown. Kiki QT seems to be his drive. QT scores it. We need to run the ball a little better. Hand it off, Marlon Mack. He gets some blocks, Marlon Mack, to the 26, 3. Must be a quick throw to the tight end. Mills throws, and it is caught by Nico Collins, and then he dropped it. Quick throw, and he floats it right over the backers to Paris Campbell. 3rd and 2. Give it to Taylor, and Taylor hits the corner. He makes a move. Jonathan Taylor puts the shoulder down. Looking good. I might give you another game. Here's a run by Nyheim Hines inside the 10. Inside the 5 goes Nyheim Hines. Jelani Woods. Ryan. And Taylor's in, but a flag. All the way. Yeah. Jelani Woods. Field goal's good. I believe Davis Mills in the gun. Firing over the middle, good catch. There you go, see that looks smooth. Jalen Camp with the catch, gain of 4. No huddle. Mills with the play action. He's gonna load it up and fire it, and it is caught! What a catch, and still going. Nico Collins to the 43. Catching traffic by Nico Collins. Climbing the ladder, there's the catch, Brevin Jordan. Time, fire, Jordan. Oh, what a move, Jordan. Set up the defender nicely there. They had the ball in the second half. Mills looking to throw, has time. Blitz is picked up. He will get it out. It is fluttering and almost intercepted. Mills looking to throw. Firing it out. He likes Brevin Jordan a lot, as Jordan will get out of bounds. Good stuff. 9, Mills looking to throw. Protection's not great, but he will throw it. He's got Mack. Mack breaks the tackle, and Marlon Mack loses the ball. No. Come on, Marlon. Mills. Give it to Mack. He explodes up the middle. Marlon Mack. Good run. 13 yards for Marlon. Trying to make up for the fumble. Mills with the deep drop. Fires it over the middle. Got him wide open. Farrell Brown. It's not great still, but it's not horrific like it was. It's just kind of bad. Chris Conley with the catch there. Shows you the power to Forrest Buckner. Here's Mills firing it on the comeback. Good throw. Excellent throw to Jalen Camp. Dropped by Mills. He hits Marlon Mack over the middle for a first down. All right, they'll run a little outside zone, but he'll cut right back inside as he saw his tackle starting to lose a little. Mills. Oh, a little shovel pass to Rex Burkhead. What was that? That was super cool. Never seen that before. That was a nice play. Burkhead, though, will get nothing. But I can see that being really cool later down the line. Mills looking to throw on third down. He's got it over the middle. Great catch. And Dorsett trying to spin back inside. He'll gain 11. All right, now he'll go empty. It was a tough formation because a lot of time you can get sacked here. They're going to double team to Forrest Buckner. He throws into the end zone. What a throw. Touchdown, Brevin Jordan. Ride by the Texans there. That was incredible. And honestly, it really is getting better. I can see it. Matt Ryan looking to throw. Pressure from Jerry Hughes. He's coming for him. He throws it over the middle, and it's caught. Ryan looking to throw. Protection is breaking down. He will throw it to the sideline, though, and it's incomplete. And look at the coverage. I believe, was that Tavier Thomas? 3rd and 5. Ryan looking to throw over the middle. Wide open, Mo Alley Cox. All by himself. It's hard to do with the guy as explosive as Paris Campbell. Here's play action for Ryan. He has time. Now fires over the middle. And it is caught by Michael Pittman. What a catch. Oh, he was triple covered and he still came down with the ball. I want to see what happened here because it was kind of quick. But oh my goodness, what a catch. He one-handed snagged that ball. Wow. Play action for the 3rd straight play. Ryan, with time, checks it down to the guy he faked it to. Honestly, I've been very impressed by both teams so far. Here's Taylor with a good run, right up the middle, gain of 7. The league's best right there. Ryan, excellent protection. Guns it to Nyheim Hines. And Hines will get the first. Now, inside the 10, they'll give it to Taylor, who makes a hard cut to the outside. Jonathan Taylor is in. Oh no, they're gonna call him short. I think that's a bad call. He is short. So the play will stand. It's 2nd and goal from the 1. Matt Ryan. Give it to him. Easy touchdown for Jonathan Taylor. Here is Mills. He's about to get sacked. Instead, he steps up and takes off. First down. Slinging a little bit. Mills fires it. He's got him. That is Jordan, who's had a lot of catches today. He has the touchdown. Still on his feet, trying to get back up, but his knee did touch the ground. Shotgun. Looking for the screen out to Mack. Marlon Mack gets a block from Sharping. Mack down the sideline. Marlon Mack to the 40. Hard count. Mills looking to throw. Protection starts to break down. What a move by Conley. He sets it up well. And Conley to the 24. There's Mills now. Stepping away. DeForest Buckner just discards A.J. Kahn and gets his third sack of the day. My goodness, DeForest Buckner's good. They're going to double team him. He splits a double team. He'll get it out there on a quick little screen, I guess, to Brevin Jordan. Not a bad play. It's skinny out there. Time for Mills. He'll just check it down to Philip Dorsett, who will get tackled there. Now you got a choice to make. I think you hit the field goal, but all right, they will not. Kaimi Fairbairn will set it up. Fairbairn splits the sticks. Play action for Matt Ryan. Good protection. He fires another strike down the field, and he hits Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman across the 40. What a game by Matt Ryan so far. Ryan, hand it to Hines. Did he get the first? I think he did. And they look like big. You know, like everyone just looks bigger. Ryan throws it. He's got Mo Alley Cox, the big man. Ryan, time. Good hit by Des King, but Mo Alley Cox still gets a yard. 9. Ryan, time. Scott QT. Did he get the first down? Ryan with time. Mo Alley Cox makes the catch. Good grab. Cashman was all over him, but from the 6. QT in motion. It'll go to him. Kiki QT trying to get the angle. Couldn't quite. Blake. A little call out to the receiver. Ryan with a pump fake. Here comes pressure from that outside. He's got it. Doolin for the touchdown. Here's Mills. Pressure coming. Forrest Buckner looking for his third sack. It's intercepted by Bobby Okereke. Okereke to the 31. That's the first mistake by Davis Mills today. We're down to 1. Got Ryan under center. Motion. Give it inside, and Taylor's got the first down. He meets Kirksey, but it didn't matter.
Okay, so again, this is now an online franchise. This is the one we're going with. It's pretty much an exact replica of the last one, so nothing to worry about. Everything you saw is pretty much the same, so you know, again, nothing to worry about. You'll forget about it in a couple weeks. We do have the camp standout, Jalen Pitre, like I was saying. Let's see. I really felt like I was poised for big things today, but didn't get it done when it mattered. Improved a lot since camp, and I'm not there yet. Oof. So apparently he did not get that second TFL, so Pitre, the Petri dish is not going to go up in dev trade or get any XP. In the next episode, we will take a look at the draft class. Maybe hire and assign some scouts and stuff. And we will be playing Denver. We will watch the Denver game and Russell Wilson with his new team. It's going to be a real fun one.
Thank you all for watching. And, see you all in the next one. Peace.